The following is a presentation of the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.
You're listening to Erectile Dysfunction, brought to you by Nerd Complex.
That is a huge problem.
What?
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 Oh, hi.
Oh, we're back. We're fucking back.
Yeah, finally. After like a month break.
Took 2 years.
Took 2 years.
Sean went to jail because he peed in public.
Well, it wasn't really my fault. It was more your fault.
His little peen was out there in the wind.
But actually, I'd like to thank everybody who's been patient and trying to listen to a new episode. Sorry. We just had some things. Josh has been tied up at his new job, being busy and all. And Joe, he wanted a break from everything, so we understand.
John. Joe wanted to sit the fuck down, and we're like, Joe, sit the fuck down.
We gave him an opportunity. So, actually, Josh, how have you been doing?
I'm okay. I didn't die, so that's great.
Yeah, I know you're still alive.
If I would have, I wouldn't be here.
Nobody in wheelchairs have attacked you yet.
No. The handicap notice or handicap people in the community have been put on notice.
No Bible thumpers.
No, not yet. That's my big fear is the Jesus people and cripples that just gonna come at me.
My favorite thing when I do tell people about our show and I tell people you're actually reading the Bible, they don't understand. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, seriously, he's reading the Bible. He's gonna give it his full, honest review on it.
It is quite an undertaking.
Yes.
I really need to learn to shut the fuck up when I want to do something dumb. Just take that half second and go, is this going to take you the whole summer to do? And just, answer yourself. Yes,
it's going to take you more than the summer.
It'll probably be Thanksgiving of next year.
Of next year now.
No.
All right.
I would like to have it done by September.
Yeah, please do, because we do have people anxiously waiting.
Oh, God, really?
Yes, we do.
Awesome.
People are excited. Actually, and Joe, how have you been since we've been on this little month break? I know you're a little busy on your phone. I know you don't care about us, but I'm going to endure.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good. Did you have your nice little month off?
Nice little nut?
You had your nice little nut.
You had your nice little nut?
Well, I told them last time, before when we were going to set up a show, I'm like, well, we'll come over by 8 so you can get something to eat, rewind from work, jerk off a little bit, which I understand. You need to do after a hard day of work sometimes. So.
Hey, you got on mine.
You really do.
You double spank, you eat a sandwich, and you're good to go.
Well, actually, just in that, Joe, could you drop us a little video?
Sure.
Well, because we were doing this for Adam West.
No, I'm laughing because you said jizz on that note.
Jizz on that note. Freudian slip right there. But yeah, we got a little tribute video here to Adam West because he died, and we wanted to say a little goodbye to him. So, later.
Hey, future Crime Stopper, tell me your name and I'll sign this photo of me as TV's Catman.
I don't want your autograph.
I don't want...
Excuse me, Mayor West?
How do you know my language? My name isn't Adam Wee. Or is it? Who am I? What number did you dial? Don't ever call him again. I guess I told him nobody messes with Adam Wee.
I had a hunch that you'd try something not quite kosher. I've been wearing bat plugs up my nose.
I'm gonna practice the art of karate on you.
You're mistaken. Cat-rotty, as you call it, correctly pronounced karate, is a defensive form. Therefore, in order for you to make a move, I must move, and I won't.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Well, yeah, that was actually helped put together by our friends at Audio Suplex. Travis helped me put together. Josh, you have any thoughts about Adam West's passing?
I just forgot how fucking ridiculous he was as Batman.
Oh yeah, it was fun actually going through like old clips of him. Like we found like an old Kellogg's commercial where he has like a like James Bond type character, and the villain's trying to kill him, and he just keeps like moving in different ways and just like eating Kellogg cornflakes. It's kind of hilarious. And just think of Adam West. So.
Well, I will never say he was my favorite Batman. He was my first because I do remember watching that like in serious hardcore reruns when I was a kid.
He's not like my all-time favorite Batman, but he's the one I first remember.
Yeah.
Like when I I went to go see Batman Returns, to the first one in theaters. That's the first one I saw in theaters. But before that, my uncle, before he picked me up, I was watching the Batman 66 movie on TV because they were playing a marathon for it. So technically, I saw Adam West first.
Yeah.
And I used to watch the Batman the show growing up because that used to be on Nick at Night, and my mom used to love that show when she was younger, and my uncle loved it, so I watched a lot of that. So
I kind of want to go watch a few episodes, like the Cat Roddy.
Yes,
come on.
That was actually that scene we found. It was like 3 minutes longer, and there's so many more funnier parts of that thing. There was just like little snippets of it. It's so great.
That bomb episode was ridiculous.
Oh, the bomb. Oh yes. Oh God, yes. Or the shark repellent.
Oh, God.
And you know what, though? Adam West, he was recently in an episode of Comic Book Man, and he made a good point. He was the first one to have a telephone in the car, a cell phone in the car. Because the Batmobile actually had the red Batmobile. It had the red Bat phone.
Yeah.
So, I loved Adam West. Well, we'll go from something kind of like...
R.I.P. West.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Adam. Thank you for all the memories, and we'll always have that.
All right, John, I know this is from a couple weeks ago, but you were into that all the E3 news. Give me the top 3, and then give me the trash.
It was pretty much all trash.
Really? Well, give me like something that stood out.
Something that stood out. They finally really announced actually Beyond and Good and Evil 2. Finally, I mean that was like probably the biggest thing. I don't know how Joe felt, but kind of this Project Scorpio thing was like a little disappointment announcement.
Yeah. Though I am pumped for when it actually gets released. I'm probably going to get it.
Well, how much better can it get? That's my question. Like, how much better can it get from where it is now?
It pretty much can do 4K gaming, but really the slight difference now between that and a PlayStation 4, it's slightly faster now, and it's going to have a 4K Blu-ray player in it. That's the biggest difference. So you can actually buy 4K deep Blu-rays, which I don't want to spend an extra $100 right off the bat for that. That's the problem with it. And that was the problem with the PlayStation 3 at the time when it first came out, with it being a cheap end. Technically, at the end, at the time, it was at its price. It was a cheap end Blu-ray player.
Well, those TVs got to come down first.
Yeah, but 4K you'll probably start seeing drop down a little more this year, especially closer to Christmas time. They're going to be the bigger push.
The main things I was excited about were Cuphead was finally announced for availability.
Yeah, Cuphead is like, that was a game they didn't but that was a thing with this E3 is a lot of these games they already announced from last year, and it was like, now they're just officially kind of giving, like me and you were talking about, even like our pre-show is like, we're excited about the Spider-Man game. Well, they showed us gameplay, but they never gave us a date. So it was kind of cool in that aspect, but it was like, well, we knew about that game. What more else can we get?
It was almost the same shit that they showed 6 months ago.
Exactly.
Well, I thought Cuphead was announced like launch day of the Xbox One.
Was it?
Yeah.
I remember just they had a big push at it last E3, like they had a big trailer for it, and then like they said nothing about it until this year, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, we have a release date. So what are you doing over there? Just swirling crazy over there. I hope people are watching that on the camera and just watch you just do that.
Shaking nuts, man.
Did you pick up anything from the E3? Did you?
Not too much. I just read about a few things about the updates with Madden and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The Madden one looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Madden is finally have a story mode, but it's only going to be so much. It's going to be one of those. So
It's cool, but I'll never do it.
yeah, and that was the thing too. Like I said, we even talked about it in like our second episode. We already knew that was coming along. And they just gave us a more expanded trailer.
Well, it took them forever to realize what 2K was doing, which it's a cool feature, but once again, in 2K, I never do that feature either.
But the sad thing is, FIFA's been doing it too for a very long time. So, I mean, well, not a long time, but they've started a while ago. So there you go. Joe, there's anything else that you were excited for, down on, or
The new Life is Strange game.
I don't know much about it.
The original one was amazing.
Is it?
It's by I believe it's by Telltale Games.
Okay.
And
they always do like really good games.
Yeah.
So.
It's a whole story based game that every decision you make, big or small, affects your outcome.
Okay, it's one of those type.
Yeah, and the new one is a prequel to the one that they had a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And real excited about that, and also the new Ori game.
Okay.
Because Ori and the Blind Forest, the graphics are phenomenal.
All right.
And it's gonna be coming in 4K with the new version.
No, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have 4K TV yet though?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I upgrade in anticipation of the Scorpio.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. See, I don't have a 4K TV. If I had a 4K TV, I'd probably be more excited about getting a Scorpio, but that's really what I don't have one, so it's really why would I spend that extra money?
Yeah, I just went from a 720p projector to a 4K TV.
Oh yeah, dude, you way jumped.
Oh yeah,
you jumped like 4 steps. You needed that. Well, I don't really have anything else more to say about E3 either. I know these guys.
I want your dumpster fires.
Dumpster fires? There wasn't like too many. Ubisoft's almost press conference was, or no, EA, a lot of their press conference was dumpster fire. I can't really think of like anything that was really like stood out as like a true dumpster fire that just looked awful. I mean, it's just been one of those years. It was just like bland year. There's nothing to it. Yeah. It's like we knew everything that was going on. So I'm being totally honest. I can't think of anything that was like in past years I could be like, oh yeah, that looked awful. But in this year, it's because everything is starting to do 4K rendering and everything. So everything's pretty much looking polished now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only decide if they're dumpster fires if I got my hands on them and try them out.
Is E3 even relevant anymore? Because they're never delivering anything like that's groundbreaking at the moment.
Well, last year it was actually pretty damn fun because they actually made a lot of big announcements. Because that's where we technically heard about the Scorpio. Is this year they officially gave it a name and told you the real specs in it. So I mean, there is some value to it still.
And they're trying to bring a lot more spark back to it with allowing general public in.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean. But the only problem is they're having to is like we're kind of saying is like a lot of this game news is released like months or weeks before the show now, so it's like nothing is really hidden in the gaming industry. It's really hard to find a game that's like really that you don't know, but like Beyond the Good and Evil 2, everyone knows that game's been being made for like the past 20 years or 15 years, how long it's really been since the first one's been out, and people have been clamoring for the second one. They know it's been in development. It's just they've been waiting for the finally, or like the Final Fantasy VII remake. Everyone knows that's been in development for years, and we just wait for the day when they're like, okay, this is when it's officially released. So, all right, well, we're gonna move on from that because another thing is we're gonna talk about the end of the Dark Universe already.
Yeah, it's fucking in flames, which is a shame because it could have been cool.
It really could have been cool. And that's the thing, too, is, like, my problem is everyone is trying to build off like Marvel did. Stop that. If you're going to build your own universe, kind of take the concept of what they did, sprinkle in ideas, but build your own universe.
Well, I hate when everyone keeps saying the universe of something.
Yeah.
I was at the movies the other day, and they said, coming to you from the Conjuring universe, Annabelle 2.
Yeah, now everything...
Why is everything a fucking universe?
Because Marvel did it, and it made it successful. It's Hollywood, man. I mean, really, it started with Star Wars in 1977. Star Wars started the Hollywood blockbuster.
Jaws did.
Well, Jaws, but Star Wars was bigger.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
I
just didn't want to give you Star Wars.
I know. Because you always hate...
The prequels? That's a subject for another show.
Someday we will totally bitch about the prequels and break them really down. And ooh, Ooh, because I have some things to say about those.
Some hot
movies.
takes.
Oh, some very hot takes about those. But anyway, everyone is trying to build that. Hollywood always tries to repeat what has already been done before. And I mean, that was kind of, we talked about this before too. It would help if, Hollywood would go out there and try new ideas and different ideas. And
Get the fuck out of here, right? New ideas?
I know, right?
They save those for TV now.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy the comic book and superhero movies, but there's going to be a point where even general audiences don't want to even go see them anymore.
And that's the thing. They'll worry about it when they get there.
And yeah, because right now they don't have to. Because general audiences, I gave up on the Transformer movies. Like, I'm not going to see this Dark Universe, any of these Dark Universe movies. Like I said, even when I first saw the trailer, it really looked like they just tried to take Tom Cruise and make it a Mission Impossible 5 movie instead of just taking Tom Cruise and making an action mummy movie with him.
That's what they should have done, yeah.
Yep.
And it just, I'll don't get me wrong, I will eventually watch this movie, but it wasn't even in theaters long enough for me to go see it.
No, because it was such a flop and everything. But they already had Johnny Depp signed up for the Werewolf Man or something, I forget, or.
Who knows? Do you think they'll still go through with anything?
Oh, no, because they were banking on this one kind of be like their big draw. And, we got Tom Cruise, and it's the Mummy. People remember Mummy from the Brendan Fraser ones. Which, don't get me wrong. Those are kind of bad movies, but they're fun in their own right. Those ones you can go back and watch, be like, this is kind of cheesy and corny, but it's fun.
I thought I read that they were going to say that those were part of the same Mummy universe.
Oh, please
But
don't.
I think I saw that after this one tanked, almost to make people intrigued to see it.
Well, this also kind of started too with that Dracula Untold they did 2 or 3 years ago. That was technically supposed to be the very big kickoff of it, and it was just flopped.
I thought Van Helsing was.
I thought Van Helsing was its own separate thing. They might have been.
I think that was originally supposed to kick off some things, and then that was a dumpster fire. Everything's a fucking dumpster fire.
You know what we should really try to do?
Watch monster movies?
Well, we should watch monster movies. Which actually, we should do that with one of our segments we've been planning for a while here. That would be amazing.
That really would.
Make her watch all the Universal movies.
So confusing. And hilarious.
We know you're listening, so you're fucked.
Yep.
But no, I was thinking because technically they're in the open domain, so we could technically take these creatures and start our own monster universe and show them how to do it right. But really cheesy effects like they had back in the day, so make it amazing.
I just want to get a bunch of fur and tape it to a garbage can and put the garbage can over me.
See, yeah, we could do stuff like that.
Gold.
we already have half our monster right there.
It's gonna walk to the gas station.
We don't even have to show you. We can just have you in the shadow like that, just kind of brush against the fur every once in a while with the camera. That's how they used to do it, man. The less you see, the better. That's how horror movies used to be. But I also got to get into you too.
You were right.
I think this kind of ruined Tom Cruise's action hero thing.
You were right.
Plus, I also thought of our debate, too. We never brought up Night and Day, either.
No one knows about that.
But, yeah. But I don't really think... I think this movie wasn't really Tom Cruise's fault.
I think it was the studio and whoever
I think
wrote
it was
the
the studio,
thing.
and it's the studio mentally. Kind of like we talk with the DC movies. They get too much involved. It's okay to be involved as a producer, but then when you, they always say, the old cliche is, if you have too many cooks in the kitchen...
I just think they didn't know how to scale back on a Tom Cruise movie.
No, because they're trying to make him the big draw. And that's really, from that first trailer I saw, that's what took me out of it. I'm like, I've seen Tom Cruise fall off an airplane. It was cool the first time I saw it.
And we're going to see it again in probably about 6 months for the trailer for Mission Impossible 6.
Exactly. Or you're going to see something crazy. I've seen that Tom Cruise. I know he can do action. Show me something else of action he can do. I've seen him scale a building. Show me scaling a mountain then, or,
It's Mission Impossible 2.
Well, I don't really watch that one because I still say that it's a movie, yes, but it's a god-awful movie.
It's fucking terrible. John Woo knew how to ruin things, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Oh, it only took him a while. It ruined almost Jet Li's career, too. Single-handedly with a few of the... John Woo? John
Who?
John Woo?
Jet Li? Who?
John Woo?
Jet Li's... I don't know. His career's dead.
I think he's actually trying to make a comeback. I thought I saw that recently.
Oh, he's doing like Fruit Loops commercials or something?
No, he's actually doing like a martial arts movie or something like that.
Oh, get out of here, really?
I'm not lying. And like I saw him, he looks horrible.
Well, he's like 65 years old.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he barely looks like he knows how to pick up a kendo stick, even at all. Like, I'd be amazed if he can do even a backflip.
All his karate involves him sitting in a chair throwing kicks.
That would be amazing. I just noticed we have a pile of wrestling belts in the corner behind you.
I'm taking one.
We should have a hardcore championship belt in here that we always hang from the roof, so that's how we have to start the show.
These are all the foamy ones, man. These are old as shit.
Those are the ones I grew up on. Is that the No, that's the tag team, right?
That's the inner.
It's the Intercontinental. Yeah, Travis. And
yeah, it actually says WWF before all the Panda people freaked out.
You're right. Which is funny. I've been watching all that stuff again because of these.
See, I would be totally okay if the Pandas died so we can have the WWF back.
You know, we brought them to Toledo so they wouldn't die.
I don't fucking care. Yeah, and my taxes are paying for them to stay alive. I don't want to pay that fucking thing anymore. What am I getting out of it? A panda I see, once every 4 years? Fuck you, panda. Send me some money back.
Not even more. We just get little metal statues of them that you can't even sit on in the sun during the summer. And that's the best time to go to the zoo. So the animals don't want to be outside or do anything. You're like a monotone. I just spoke that whole like monologue right there.
These fucking pandas better do something next time they're here. Tired of paying for this shit.
All right.
What's up next, Sean? What's doing? Oh, you know what? No.
You take it from here because you know what? It wasn't Tom Cruise's fault, but you know what? He can't go down as the greatest action star anymore because of that.
We're going from trash to something good that's coming out this week, and finally fucking Spider-Man is coming back to save us from all the garbage that has happened this year.
Yes, it is.
Guardians be damned, you are fucked because Spider-Man is coming. I'm sorry, Guardians 2 is still garbage.
I think Josh started to get a little of his erection back with that one.
Yep, and it's gone. All right.
Well, the big thing I know he's talking about, because if you guys get a chance, if you're on the PlayStation Network or on the store, you can actually check out like the first 5 minutes of the movie, and they nail Peter Parker. He is Peter Parker. I'm really excited to see it now. Like at first I was kind of weary.
No, dude, it's gonna be fucking baller.
Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming hard.
And I like how they exactly tie it straight from Civil War into like Peter Parker. They did it very well. So I'm very excited, and even the reviews right now are getting really good. People are really talking about it, saying like, my only thing is, this is what I kind of agree with. I wish it wasn't so soon. You know.
Oh, fuck that. I'm glad it's now. I'm tired of everything else. I don't want another Iron Man. I don't want another Captain America now.
No, I'm not saying that. I wish we just didn't have to reboot Peter Parker so soon.
Oh, who fucking cares? We have 900 Batmans, and all those movies are fucking terrible.
Not all of them. Come on.
I'll say half of them are fucking garbage.
About half, yeah.
I'll say half.
I'll give you half.
People who bitch about
there's
Spider-Man,
like 9 of them. Yeah, I'll give you about half.
People who bitch about Spider-Man but are okay with Batman being rebooted and like having someone new step in every 4 years can eat a dick.
But I'm not even happy with that. I wasn't happy when they rebooted Batman again for this whole new universe. I mean, I do like Affleck now as Batman. I'm one of the few that do.
No, I enjoy him. He was the only part that made me not want to rip my dick off during Batman vs. Superman.
I know, but I get into fights with a lot of people, and a lot of people are like, oh no, blah, blah, blah.
We gotta have Christian Bale come in and just do it and stand there.
And Christian Bale wasn't even that good of a Batman.
No.
He did an okay Bruce Wayne, and he was a little better than okay as Batman.
His movies were just good.
Yeah.
That's why he gets a pass with it.
But think, though, too, I think those were more of what was around him than just him.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody around him.
Because he couldn't even save that third one.
No. I mean, I still kind of enjoy it for what it is. But
I mean, it's half okay and then half like, what the fuck?
It was slapped together. It was one of those, I don't really want to finish it, but I have to finish my trilogy.
No.
So.
But anyway, we're not talking about how fucking retarded Batman is. We're talking about Spider-Man here. Let's get back to the hot news here.
Well, really, we can't say much. I mean, it's once again, that's word of mouth. I'm excited for it. I really am.
I look forward to our review of it.
I'm more excited for it. Yes, and actually, the review will probably come sooner than a month later.
Yes,
we promise you that one.
But that also leads into some news that came out a couple weeks ago, where Tom Hardy is going to be Venom.
Oh, we already talked about that.
Did we?
Yeah, the biggest one that really started to come out of it was at first
That Carnage.
No.
Carnage is going to be in it too, right?
No, not in the Venom movie.
I thought I read that he was.
No, the biggest news that's coming out of all that is Amy Piscal or whatever her name is from Sony, and she's been saying that the Venom movie is going to be tied to the MCU. And then ultimately she started to back away from it because Kevin Feige was kind of like, in an interview, they show his face and he's kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? And now recently, this past week, she said it'll be loosely based on the MCU universe. So whatever the hell that means, who knows? So I guess it's supposed to be like its own separate universe, but they're going to talk about like things that happened in the MCU. I don't know. That's what I'm taking away from all this news interview. So once again, though, it already sounds like Sony is already pissing away this movie.
I have no faith in them. We'll talk about more as it comes out.
Yeah. Like, I also read something, too. At first, they said it was going to be a horror movie with the Venom. Now they say it's going to be like a horror comedy. So it already.
We'll wait to see if Marvel has a hand in this. Then things will change.
Marvel doesn't, though.
We'll see. As of right now, they don't.
As of right now.
That's why, like, we'll play the wait and see game on this one because, who knows?
Well, really, too. Originally, even before they struck their deal, they sent an email to Kevin Feige about the original Amazing Spider-Mans, and Kevin Feige told them in their scripts how to fix those movies, and they totally ignored him then.
Well, that's why I think we're going to see a hand come in here.
Well, I think after they see the return when this new Spider-Man Homecoming comes out, and he's pretty much already said, too, he came out this past week and said, oh, it's a trilogy. Because they're going to go through his whole high school career, which I kind of like, because it's supposed to be, this is his sophomore year, and then the next one's going to be his junior, and then we get his senior year on the last one. So I'm like, that's really cool. And he's like, that's a trilogy, and then we're going to be done with the Spider-Man. Plus, he's also in both Avenger movies that are coming out, so
we're getting five movies?
Five of them in the MCU, which is cool.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take that, too. Yeah, but Amy originally was trying to say, like, Tom Holland was going to appear in the Venom movie as Spider-Man, and Kevin Feige was almost going to be like, no, bitch. No, he literally, like, had the face on her, like, I'm going to choke you out right now in front of these people, like, Jerry Springer style, like.
But they could work some deal out.
They probably will at some point, because once again, though, you're right. I think after Sony sees the return of this, they'll be like, we will be dumb not to just keep working with them somehow.
Because why wouldn't, if they're making it a trilogy, why wouldn't you want access to some of his bigger villains?
But really, though, too, even if you really want to explain the Venom story right,
I know
you kind of need Spider-Man in that story. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll wait and see on that one. So going from some movie that we're really excited for to Josh, a movie that you saw that...
I saw the worst movie of my fucking life a couple weeks ago. It Comes at Night. I wanted that bullet to come at night in my head as I was watching this fucking movie. I still don't know what was going on. I looked to the person to my right afterwards and asked if she knew what the fuck was going on. She asked me at the same time if I knew what happened.
So it's one of those.
Yeah.
Was it a movie that was supposed to leave you up to, like, your own imagination?
I don't even know.
I don't know. I didn't see the movie, so I have no idea. This is all on you.
It was like one of those fucking stupid movies like It Follows where people were going to leave and pretend it was good because it's something different. No, motherfucker, it's dumb. It is dumb. I didn't even know we were in the third act until the movie was over. I sat there.
Sometimes it's a sign of a good movie.
No, it's not. Because I sat there like, this is it?
Really?
It was just terrible. Never go see it, and if you have, find a way to get your goddamn money back so this movie doesn't make anything.
Well, did you try to get your money back?
No, I didn't. Not yet. Oh, I'm going to start emailing people.
Just start emailing the studio.
Start a Twitter campaign.
You just go on a rant or something. Just start blowing up their Twitter feed. That's all you need to do. Maybe if you, like, got enough people on.
I'm just gonna say that I went and saw this movie with my brother, and then when we were in the parking lot, he got hit by a car and he died. And this was the last movie he saw, and it was fucking terrible.
So you guys,
like he's lying there,
you guys
taking
out there
his
listening,
last breath,
in our Twitterverse, hashtag Josh wants his money back.
And I'm just like,
so tweet at that studio and try to get Josh's money back for this horrible movie.
I'm like,
or
Steven,
the director.
Steven, I am so sorry that you are dying right now, and this is the last movie you saw. And you know what he told me? Fuck you. And he died right there.
So you gotta live with that too on your conscience.
I fucking do, man. Steven's dead. This is the last piece of garbage he saw. I just had to leave him there because I was just really upset about seeing the movie. I mean, someone came and picked him up. It's fine.
Did you make this dude go see this movie, or
my brother Steven?
Yeah.
My dead brother Steven?
Yeah.
It was my suggestion, yes.
It was your suggestion.
So it's all just weighing heavy on me right now.
So it wasn't really your suggestion. You pretty much called him up and be like, dude, we're going to see this movie because it's going to be amazing.
I was like, yo, Steven, what are you doing? He's like, oh, nothing, man. Studying for the bar exam because I'm going to be a lawyer and stuff. I'm like, cool, man. Why don't you take a break? You know, just relax a little bit. You want to see a movie?
So that, and you feel no remorse about this at all.
I mean, I'll never let it show on here. And
we'll have a good cry later.
Yeah.
You just cry up on my shoulder.
And I was like, yo, dude, let's go see a movie. You know, you can relax a little bit. And we both left there befuddled, and then he got hit by a car and died in the parking lot, never reaching his dreams.
So did you actually try to stop the guy that hit your brother, Steven, at all?
No.
No, you just let him hit and run. Just let him go.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, I don't care. Not my car. My car wasn't ruined.
Man, great to know you're on my side.
Yep, Steven's cool.
Now he's cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's dead, but he's cool.
Well, I guess on that note, we're going to go to a little promo drop.
This is Travis from Audio Suplex Live, inviting you to join me and my co-host Corey every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Join us as we break down the world of professional wrestling with a cavalcade of friends here on the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.
Yes, and that was a little drop for Audio Suplex Live, which Jocelyn actually sometimes does preview shows for them for their pay-per-view shows.
Yeah, we do it all shirtless just to kind of get in the mood for it.
Roman Greco wrestling. You oil each other up. You, Travis.
I'm gonna come in with
Corey,
like tights on that say "dick grab."
And sometimes
right
the pre-show stopper Sean. That's his name, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Sean McMahon or whatnot. Actually, check those guys out. It's a pretty good show. They're good friends of ours. So, Josh, we always talk about your mom, but what'd you do this Father's Day a month ago?
Well, since I don't have a brother anymore, I should probably say that I never had a dad because he's a piece of shit. So, this Father's Day, I was like, you know what, Josh? You're going to teach yourself how to do some things. So, I got up early.
Very nice.
You know,
How early? Crack of 11.
It was like 10.
10.
It was like 10.
10:30.
Yeah, and I'm like, this Father's Day, you're going to teach yourself some shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I got on a bike.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't move it because, you know, I didn't know how to ride it. Then I went and picked up a hammer.
Did you look at it?
I mean, I did. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. I've seen people on, like, TV do things. I wasn't quite sure the mechanics of it, so I quickly returned it.
Well, according to Thor, you're supposed to, like, swing it in the air, and then you can fly.
I tried.
You tried?
Yeah, it didn't work out.
And couldn't summon thunder with it or anything.
Yeah.
That's kind of lame.
I had the talk to myself.
The talk?
Yeah, the birds and the bees talk to myself. Yeah.
Did you draw, like, little diagrams, too?
No, I just watched bestiality porn and kind of figured it out from there.
Oh, bestiality. So you watched the Discovery Channel?
No, it was actually on Pornhub, bestiality porn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think...
Which, actually, side note, you know, actually, you can actually find the original Star Wars and, like, Disney movies on Pornhub now.
What?
I'm not lying. I'll tell you how I know about this later, but you really could watch, like, actual, like, movies on Pornhub. I'm not lying about this.
Because when Sean takes breaks from searching chicks with dicks... Let's see if Payback with Mel Gibson is on here.
It's little people. Come on.
Tiny chicks and tiny dicks.
You know what though? I like to feel superior to them. So, and Joe's gonna look it up right now.
Oh, shit. Wait, Star Wars or chicks with dicks? Where are we going with this?
You can find both. I mean, it's really how hard you. But go on about your Father's Day.
Oh man, I mean, it was the best one ever.
How you're teaching yourself how to do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I turned on a grill. I basically ran out of propane because I didn't know where to go from there.
You don't know how to light it.
No, why would I?
Well, yeah, that's very important to know.
Yeah.
And
my hamburgers weren't cooking.
You don't have a father, so
yeah.
And that's what Father's Day is supposed to teach all y'all males.
Is it?
I guess.
I just went up to the gas station and I started handing like Father's Day cards out to every guy that walked out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, is it you?
It's very nice.
Father?
Daddy.
I was giving out cards and hugs.
But aren't you a little too like south of the border for your dad?
I mean, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Josh, I think you're invented in a lab.
I could be. Like a burrito lab?
Yeah. Or my favorite story is your mom kidnapped you.
Oh, yeah, on the side of the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she is dark as shit.
And you look nothing like her.
Well, I'm so pale compared to her. So I'm pretty sure she did find me. I'm a stray child. People pick up stray dogs and keep them. You don't see a little lonely white boy walking the street, just take them.
Yeah, but it's a little easier to take care of a dog than an actual live person.
I mean, they put me in a cage. It was cool.
Yeah, but then even registering a live child is harder than that.
Fake documents, bro.
I'm sorry, I don't know about your other lifestyle. I mean, you go on about like you're scared of scarecrows and how people throw tortillas at you and how
my car did get tortilla'd again.
Did it?
Yes. Joke's on them.
You really gotta find those people.
I mean, they're the ones wasting money. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but isn't it hurting your car at all?
No, I just take them over to my grandma's. Like we don't have to buy any.
You just like rebag them up.
Like... Yeah, I just sell them to them. I mean, all they're doing is help me get a side hustle going. I just find random Mexicans. Yo, you guys want to buy some tortillas? Fresh bags.
I don't think they'll have a problem with that. I think they'll know exactly what to do with some tortillas.
Yeah, see, they're fine.
Yeah, so there you go. You got it.
Well, that was my Father's Day. Did you have anything that you'd like to discuss?
I don't really remember doing anything on my Father's Day.
Yeah, weed will do that, won't it?
Shut up. Well, then it's been a goddamn month.
I got super high and I was watching chicks with dicks or Star Wars. I don't know.
Probably both.
I swear one kind of ran into the other. I don't know how the fuck I got here.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. You never know. No, I honestly don't remember because
it really was like a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, really, we were supposed to do this episode 2 weeks ago, and things happen.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all because of Josh's new job.
Well, Steven died.
You didn't even care about Steven dying. You were more pissed that you went to go see that bad movie.
I took his jacket off and put it over him. I wasn't going to use mine.
But you even do the human decency where you touched him and closed his eyes.
No, I mean, he's cool.
It was cool. He was laying there with a jacket on.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Well, I'm going to go on because I'm a little mad at all you. Speaking of our friends from Audio Suplex Live.
I say all of you. What the fuck does that mean?
Well, you're kind of part of this too.
I'm not a part of anything.
You're a part of all of it. You guys got me watching wrestling again, which I'm not a big fan of, but...
Then you can stop. You can stop at any time.
I know.
If you're not a fan of it, why are you still watching?
Because it's entertainment. That's really what it is.
Yeah, it's I mean, they're doing shit I can't do.
It is still kind of, like I've always, even when I watched it as a younger kid, it's dumb, fun entertainment.
They're doing shit I can't do, so it's cool with me.
Yeah, and I appreciate the athleticism. Like, the bar we usually go to up here locally is, we know one of the guys at Russ, and I always like to talk about him. But I'm really actually getting back more into it, and I'm enjoying, because I like the behind the story stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
even
what the network is really good for.
and that's why I've just recently got the network, and I've been watching a lot of the old school programming, like the old school Raws and stuff. Like, because I tried watching some of the new stuff. Yeah, they're cool athletically, but their storylines still are.
Oh, they're
kinda
terrible.
dumb and stupid. I'm like, wow, they really lost a lot in their storytelling.
I just want to
so.
see Steve Austin catch about 45 beers. That's all I did.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see Steve Austin just yell at Vince McMahon for a minute and then fucking stun him a few times and just drink some beer and pour it on him.
Yeah.
That's all I want to see.
That's all I need.
Yeah. I wanted to be like, and then every once in a while I'll be like, you want me to open up a can of whoop ass? Give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah, Steve Austin. I want to watch a can of whoop ass right now.
And like the new stuff, you know, it is what it is.
Like I say, I enjoy him athletically. Some
Yeah.
of them are really good. Like, I know, like, you talk about AJ Styles. He's really fun to watch athletically. Brian, people are going to think I'm gay for saying all this, but I don't care. Bray Wyatt's another fun athlete.
I like Bray.
And Bray Wyatt's another fun athlete to watch, and just, you know, I like watching athletes. And I know I have fights with some of my friends like, they're not athletes. I'm like, it still takes athletic ability to do what they do. And they put their bodies through a lot of shit.
You know what? Tell someone who does karate that they're not athletic and see how fucking fast you get your ass beat.
Right. I mean, I give these guys respect. Yes, do they put on a stupid dramatized show? Yes.
Cool.
But,
thank you for watching TV.
yes, exactly. It's like I said, it's entertainment. It's fun, done entertainment.
You want to rip on stuff, then don't go to movies anymore.
Yeah.
Stop listening to music when all they're talking about is money and hoes.
Don't listen to us.
Yeah, exactly.
We're entertainment. I mean, just to be real about it.
Everything is for out there for you to shut your mind off for a little bit.
Yeah. And that's all it is. And I'm not really watching like Raw or SmackDown or anything. I'm watching the pay-per-views.
I catch some stuff like the next day on Hulu, and then I'll watch the pay-per-views.
Yeah. Like I said, I got the network now, but I've been watching the old shows. But I've been enjoying it. It's been fun.
Yeah.
And plus, it's been fun going back and watching the old ones and, like, remember being a kid. I'm like, I remember this episode. Or,
yep.
like, one of the Raw episodes, it was the night after a pay-per-view where Kane got screwed, so he was pissed the whole night, so he kept interrupting matches and, like, going in the matches and choke-slamming people.
Those are always good ones.
Yeah.
Random guy beating the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, it would just be like, you'd be in the middle of, a match that was a boring match, and then you would just have, like, some big name come out from the back and just whip everybody's ass in the ring, and, like, this is sweet. And then it played in their storyline for that night.
Yeah.
So then he got a match at the end of the night in the cage. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's why those ones are fun.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's my WWF rant, and
what your what rant?
I'm WWE wrestling.
Go, man. Piss off the panda people.
It's still WWF. It will always be WWF. I'm sorry.
Gonna piss off the panders.
I don't care.
They're gonna find you.
And it was actually because they're foreigners. You know, actually growing up, that was my belt. There you go. That was my belt when me and my buddy wrestled.
This one?
Yeah, I was the Intercontinental Champion one. It wasn't like my belt growing up, Bob. But like we used to do that backyard wrestling stuff.
Oh, everyone did.
I know. And now I love how they're like, please don't try this at home. I'm like,
that was the fun part, jumping out of a tree like top rope, dog.
Yeah.
And then break your arm.
Yeah, that's how I messed up my knee one time. We were doing a Royal Rumble, and my knee got, because we always did it on the trampoline, my knee got hooked in one of the bars, and he bent me just right. Jesus. It's never been the same since that night, but...
you'll be fine sometime.
But you know what, though? It was so much worth it, some of those nights.
Price you pay for fame, bro.
Right? It was fun when you learned how to take your own bumps and rock bottoms. So, Josh, before we get on out of here, you were talking about it earlier.
Bible Update 2K17.
Yes.
It is...
Honestly, let's make this the last one, and then get to hardcore rating, and then we'll actually get your review.
I just want to say that this is the biggest undertaking I have done in a really long time.
I tried to warn you before.
Fucking hard, man.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Joe was even here trying to warn you, man. The Bible's a punch in the dick.
I don't think things through before I think they're funny. I was like, yeah, fuck it, Bible, yay, crazy shit. This'll be fun. No! You can't understand a goddamn... Where do they hate gays? I haven't come across that anywhere yet.
They don't hate gays in the Bible.
See, there we go. What the fuck are people talking about?
A lot of the Bible is mistranslated, but once again, that's a whole nother debate and thing.
Nothing. There's
there's like
so much homosexuality going on here.
There's one line I believe in the Bible that they say a man should never lay with a man, but that's about it. They never say like the story of
even at a sleepover.
Yeah. Well, you technically at a sleepover should never lay with another man. That's just weird. I mean, especially if you have bunk beds. I mean, split up, man. One can sleep on the top. Oh, God, that's
no, the
weird.
top bunk is for Christ.
Leave room for Jesus, kids.
Yeah, when you have a bunk bed, the two of you are on the bottom, and the top's left open for Jesus, and you leave cookies. Santa Jesus.
I was about to say, when did Jesus turn into Santa?
Well, that's why you gotta leave like a lot of cookies. If you notice, like on some Christmases, you get like shit. It's because you didn't leave enough cookies for Santa and Jesus.
No, Jesus, you gotta leave little wafers.
Like Manila wafers?
Like, well, kinda. They're like bread with no yeast.
I thought he
in
liked
them.
taffy.
He doesn't like taffy. They didn't have taffy back then.
Saltwater taffy. You don't know what the fuck they had back then. No one talks about how they basically just wore like sheets. And that was it.
In the beginning of time, they pretty much just had taffy. Like, it just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
It spawned with, like, all of the other things.
Jesus was like, he had, like, half his robe off. His six-pack was showing.
That's what the Garden of Eden was made out of, was taffy.
He's leaning against his donkey, just seductively eating taffy.
Just pulling it away slowly. Be like, you guys want to learn about the Word of God?
Yo, Mary Mags, what's up, girl?
So how far really are you into this undertaking of your...
Oh, God. I'm a couple hundred pages.
You got a very long time to go.
It's going to pick up here. I like Sean was saying earlier, I had a lot of stuff going on, but it is going to... Now that stuff's over, I can actually get back into this. A couple hundred pages for that small-ass print ain't bad.
No, but you still got a long way to go.
Like 40,000 pages or something fucking dumb.
I was about to say.
It's like, I think it was seriously like 2,000 pages.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous like that. But once again, though, it's that whole small print the whole way.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much, when you read it, it's like 4 pages on one, or 2 pages on one page. Yeah, the Bible's not fun to read.
No. I should
have. Like I said, though, once you get through a lot of the crap, though, there are some fun stories in there.
I should have decided to, like, break down the Berenstain Bears books or something.
That's what I told you, man. Just read the Cliff Notes.
No, man, if I'm doing it, I'm going for it.
Come on, dude. I grew up Catholic my whole life.
I'm going to find a way to, like, put some Berenstain Bears stories in
school, even most of the students never read the full books.
No, they're all heathens.
Yeah, no, we just read the Cliff Notes. We got the general idea.
No, I ain't got time for that.
Nope, we lost our TV.
Yeah, it does that.
Okay, I was like, show over?
Well, it almost is.
Yeah.
Unless
Joe?
Josh, you got any more on the Bible date?
No, I just want people to picture Jesus leaning against a donkey.
Oh, I picture that every day.
12-pack.
That's in my dreams.
Like
12-pack.
12. He's got
like 6 on 6.
He's got a 12-pack, man bun, sweet beard, seductively eating taffy.
Oh, Jesus.
Stealing your girl. That's what he's out there doing.
Oh. And now Adam West is a chauffeur driver. Is a chauffeur.
That's pretty much all. Yeah, I guess so.
Why not? I would have Adam West as my chauffeur in heaven. He would be the best chauffeur ever.
What?
For Jesus. Whatever. Who would you have Jesus chauffeur to be then?
Amy Winehouse.
No, she'll be too doped up to go anywhere.
Dude, it's Jesus whip. It's basically auto drive anyway.
True. It's just floated on clouds the whole time, which she was doing her whole life. But
End the show.
Yep. Good night, Dad. Check us out on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Or on Twitter at eDysfunctionPod.
Don't forget to check us out on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Also, you can follow our asses on Twitter at eDysfunctionPod.
You want that news about that ED? Check us out on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Do you want to hear nothing? Go to eDysfunctionPod on Twitter.
For your limp dick news, follow us on Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
And for boner-killing, nipple-hardening news, you can also follow us on Twitter at eDysfunctionPod.
Facebook.com/ED Podcast.
Twitter at eDysfunctionPod. Wait, we didn't do the YouTube one.
Also, check us out on YouTube at Erectile Dysfunction, a nerd
Complex Podcast.
Yay! And you can follow us on YouTube on what is it again? Line?
Erectile Dysfunction, a Nerd Complex Podcast.
And you can follow us on YouTube on
You can follow us on YouTube at Erectile Dysfunction, a Nerd Complex Podcast.
And you can follow us on YouTube at Erectile Dysfunction, a Nerd Complex Podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Limp dicks and limp dickettes.
Would that just be sad vaginas then?
Very sad, sloppy vaginas.
I don't know if it'd just be it would just be a frowny face.
Frowny face. It just looked like roast beef.
God damn it, Sean.
It would be bad.
I can't eat sandwiches now.
Like, you really ate roast beef sandwiches.
What, man? You don't throw some roast beef and like some turkey on some shit?
Fuck no.
You've been listening to the Nerd Complex Podcast Network.